the clearing glass like this. This is a vase from Michaels. It looks like this, and it was very affordable. The second thing that you're gonna need is Spanish moss. I also got the moss from Michaels as well, and it just looks like this. It comes with a full pack. It actually fell on the floor, so I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit. This is super messy, you guys. If you are using this, then be very careful with it because it gets everywhere. I didn't really know that at first, but have a dustpan and a little brush. The next thing you're gonna need is a little skull. I got this one from, you can find this at Michaels as well. You can find this at Rite Aid, just any of those places. And then finally, you're gonna need an X-Acto knife. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is split apart this little head. For me, personally, I picked a glass that was actually a little bit too small, so if I had picked a larger vase, this would have fit in perfectly, but because I picked something a little bit smaller, only the head fits in. But I'll show you guys how you can conceal the back of this. But with your X-Acto, all you do is just slice out the back of the head, and it comes apart easily because it's made of styrofoam, so it's super easy. So you're gonna grab your glass, and what you're gonna do is put in one layer of the moss. So something very little like this. Just stuff it into the glass and really push it flat down. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the moss, back it behind this so I can conceal that back. And I'm just gonna stick it into the cup, like so. Like so. So you have that back of the cup concealed, that you don't see what's going on at the back. I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer of the moss right on top of him. Just like so. So there he goes. What you can do if you want is actually stick some of this down the side. Then I'm gonna put the other head right on top. So I'm gonna back him again. Like so. I'm gonna drop him in at a slight angle, just because you don't want them both being the same way. A little like that. Just like so. And again, you're gonna go ahead and stick a little bit down the sides. And then put it right on top, just to kind of close it off. So these things are kind of weird because they have a lot of different branches in them. But just like so. And voila, you are all finished with your skulls in a vase.
Help us! Help us! Look what she's done! Help us!
So the first thing I'm going to start out with is actually this skull that I did get from Michaels. You're going to go ahead and grab some Mod Podge. This is the glitter adhesive, extreme glitter. These also from Michaels. These are the glitter sample pack that have like all of these different kinds of glitters inside, so I figured that would be cool. The thing you're going to need is a bowl just to put all of the glitter in and make sure you don't really have too much of a mess. So I'm just going to mix up this mixture with the end of my brush. And that's how it looks. It's so pretty. Oh my god, I'm such a girly girl. I'm like, glitter. And I'm just gonna pour out a little bit of this into here. So we're just gonna pour out a good amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint all Benny's cracks and crevices. Now that we've had that top layer on, is add a little bit of this glitter into the Mod Podge. Just like so. And we're just gonna mix that around just a little bit. And kind of fold it in to the Mod Podge. And we're gonna go ahead and paint Benny. So I've pretty much covered Benny with glitter and most of the Mod Podge. I'm going to let him dry for like 10 minutes and then I'm going to go back in with another layer of glitter because I want him to be like ridiculous glittery. So that's what I'm going to do. I've come to realize that sponging it on might be the way to do it. So I've been just kind of sponging on and then letting it dry a little bit. So like I said, using a sponge might be a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in with this like cosmetic sponge. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap the areas that I feel like need more. So tapping it on might actually be better because you're not really stripping it. You're just actually just applying it on top of him. I think this is definitely the way to go, just tapping it in with the sponge. I feel like I'm getting a lot more coverage. It's looking a lot more even, as you guys can see. And I feel like when this dries, it's gonna be bomb. Like an hour or so, let him just like really dry. And then I'll come back and I'll show you guys what he looks like. And then I'm gonna continue the process. Grab the mixture and then go ahead in on top with the second layer, just stamping it like before. So we're really gonna just layer this baby on. So what I started doing was getting a smaller paintbrush like this, dipping it into the Mod Podge, and then slowly painting that on, just so I can get into the really, like the cracks and the crevices of it. It's just a little bit neater for me to do that. So this is how Benny looks after he's finished. You can really see that glitter has built up, and I love the way it dried.
Happy Halloween, my friend. Happy Halloween.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't seen part 1 of my Halloween room decor series, then go ahead and click on this video, and don't forget to subscribe.